Good evening and welcome to Universal Spiritualism. My name's Veronica Jenkins and I will be providing the admin support for our trance demonstration tonight with Niko. So without further ado, I will bring Niko onto the screen. Niko's already gone into trance and his guides and its inspirers, Noah, are working through him. Okay. Good evening.
And greetings to you once more, my dear. It is always an honor, with much gratitude, to join you on your platform, my dear. And greetings to all who have joined us today. Our humble respect to each of you. Most of you have listened to our words prior to this evening's session. And a few of you, this will be your first time. We have spoken of the interconnectedness. We are all energy, my dear ones. Your essence is indeed energy, profound and powerful. Your realm is created through energy. Nature, animals, and each of you. Therefore, all are connected in your realm, as your essences are and always have been connected in our realm. So the words for today's session are equipped with a question to each of you. If each one you come across within your physical journeys is a connection to your essence, why is it so difficult to view them as an equal to yourselves? Why must one judge? Understandably so, your ego resides in your realm. The need for acceptance, the need to rule, to win, if you will. And yet it is merely a physical journey with lessons. So why must one judge another? For essentially, my dear ones, as you judge another, you are judging yourself. Your hurtful words and actions to another is ideally to yourself. Even as a few of you are listening to our words, you are judging, you are questioning. This is the makeup of your realm. This is where each of you find your strength, your identity. But I assure you, my dear ones, this is a misconception of your realm. Your true identities are what is within your heart, where it feels natural to offer love, to accept another with no limitations, to love yourselves, to believe in yourselves, to appreciate the nature around you, to be generous and compassionate to the loving animals near. Focus, reflect on what you feel innately when you are observing and admiring the beauty of nature, when you are kind and loving to the little animals, and when you are holding a loved one within your embrace, as you are feeling their essence, you are experiencing bliss. Are these not all natural feelings stored deep within you? Just as the emotions brought on by jealousy, envy, rage, hatred seem uncomfortable, foreign, do not offer the same natural flow to your existence. For within that, my dear one, your essence is remembering, is understanding the contrast, the difference, understanding it as part of your journey. But that does not mean that your essence shall accept what is not natural. So as you continue to judge those in your realm, as you continue to love with limitations, as you place expectations on those closest to you, remind yourselves, my dear ones, you are merely doing that to yourselves. I am certain many questions this evening will reflect our words, but they are meant to be asked. For if they were not, my dear ones, you would not have joined us this evening. You may commence with your questionings.
Thank you, Niko. Sorry, Noah. I will just read out some names of people who are here. So we've got Katie and Nancy and Patrick, Vanea, Karen Berry, Miss Kay, Emma Heppels, Sarah Batchelor, Irene Dobbs, Rish, Joanne, and Chloette, Teresa, Jen, Haley, Tanita, Krish, Angel. So quite a few people with us this evening. If I could ask people to put their questions in the comments, and then I will bring up different questions for Niko and his guides and inspirers, Noah, to respond to. So if we can start with Emma Heppels. I think she's new to the group. She just says, I would love a reading.
Yes, my dear. Though your question is general, my dear, understand that the more specific you are, the more you receive what you are seeking. A general question reflects the uncertainty you are facing as you navigate through your realm, uncertain which direction to take, which path to follow, which words to truly listen to. And therefore, as it is difficult to find the clarity you seek, it is easier to ask a general question. Understand that through the intention of the question, it is quite clear, my dear, where you are facing much uncertainty. Trust that this is a crossroad you have come upon on your journey. Trust you are not alone, for many in your realm, my dear, are approaching similar crossroads. Further trust, my dear, that there is a major shift, if you will, occurring within your realm. Listen to yourself, to the inner thoughts. Focus in the silence to find your guidance. Remember that which does not serve you any longer within your physical form, as even you are experiencing the change within your words to others, your actions to others, where you are seeking more of a harmonious blend with those in your existence, where you are seeking true love. Remember, my dear one, what you seek is not external. First, find it all within yourself. Find your peace, your answers. Truly love yourself, accept yourself, honor yourself, and do not fear the crossroads before you. For it is not you, my dear, who needs to determine which path to take, as that has already been provided for you by your own essence. It is now a matter of you trusting yourself, trusting your essence, and listening to the guidance within. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Emma followed that up saying, thank you. I would love a message from my loved one.
My dear, your loved ones are always connected to you. Allow me to ask you a question, my dear. What do you think would prove to be most instrumental, impactful, and serving as a guiding light to you in your realm at this time? To merely receive a message, or to continuously feel the presence of their essence near you, with you, guiding you. The message is quite simple, my dear, as it also pertains to trust. Trust that they are always connected and always with you. You are able to sense their energy. For as mentioned earlier, yours is always connected with theirs, regardless of which realm, my dear. Believe that they are with you, and in turn you shall feel their essence near. And value that, my dear, and utilize it as the guiding force you are seeking to assist with your decision making along your journey. I thank you, my dear.
Thank you. Joe White says, do my loved ones have any wise words for me and how to enhance my intuition, please?
Trust it, my dear. Your intuition is your essence. Questioning how to enhance it is an indication that you are not truly accepting that you are an essence within your physical form. And it is a matter of perception, my dear, of your belief system. How you view what is before you, how you view what is within you. Intuition, as you claim it to be, is not merely accessible when one is before you seeking guidance. Your intuition is your bright light, if you will, guiding you along your journey, allowing you to receive your clarity and your remembrance of who you are as well as your purpose on this path. It is not a matter, my dear, of learning how to enhance it. It is a matter of how to surrender into it. Just as your mind, your curiosity, your ego, your fears are seeking assistance from lost loved ones, that too, my dear, proves to be an indication of your trust in yourself. Listen to your intuition. Follow its guidance. Believe in yourself more. Do not allow those in your realm, through their hurtful actions, betrayal, lies, and deceit, to affect how you perceive yourself, your self-esteem, your self-worth. For then, my dear, it is a matter of you succumbing to your realm and forgetting your true existence. Words echoed by those you have lost, those echoed by other essences always connected to your essence, even if you did not enjoy the privilege of meeting them within this physical form. For your loved ones, my dear, are not limited to the ones you have met within this physical form. There are many guiding you and assisting you still, honoring you, loving you. It is a matter of you honoring, loving, and trusting yourself and your essence. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Chloette says, any message from my loved ones, please?
My dear, as you notice, each question thus far is associated to a lost loved one to receive a message. As each of you are posing the exact same question, allow me to once more reinforce the belief, the need to remember to trust yourselves. It is not a matter of seeking wisdom and guidance from our realm, for you are part of our realm. You have forgotten. You have severed your own connection to your essence by becoming preoccupied and too present in yours. Understand, my dear ones, seeking guidance, hearing from lost loved ones should not serve as proof that there is a spiritual realm. It should not serve as proof that you are not alone in your realm. For then, my dear ones, you are separating two realms. You are believing that you are part of yours and vacant from ours. And thus, your struggles and worries and fears and doubts become magnified in your realm. Understand, my dear ones, this was never the intention of your essence upon entering your physical form. The purpose of you experiencing a physical life in your realm is to experience this illusion of your realm in order to learn, to understand the depth of each emotion, to regain a sense of knowing who you are, to find your courage once more, to offer love in the face of hatred, patience in the face of jealousy, honor in the face of betrayal. You were never meant to experience a physical life, to become that version of that life. Trust, my dear ones, you possess each answer you seek. Clarity, glimpses of your own future events within your past events, within the silence of your present moment, connecting to your essence. Trust and believe in yourself and ask your own essence for messages, for guidance, for clarity, for understanding, for strength, and to remind you of the love you are. This is the purpose of your journey. Do not lose sight of that, my dear ones. I thank you, my dear.
Thank you. Dana Clay asks, I would love any insight into trance healing. And I'm sure it will touch on Jodie's question about my daughter is unwell, how can I help her? So I'll leave you with that.
First, my dear one, let us focus on the question as you place the word trance and healing with an indication that this is separate. Healing, my dear, or perceived in your realm to be its own modality, is always achieved when one is able to connect to our realm through their own essence. When one is disillusioned and believes that they are separate, when they continue to explore their realm, dive deeper into their existence, and believe that they are merely the physical form, the vibrational essence, my dear, the energetic field is lowered. For though this connection is not truly severed, it is within your physical mind, which allows one in physical form to serve as a magnet, if you will, to attract more pain, more sicknesses, more fear and doubt, more negativity from others, unable to relinquish it, for they have lost their faith and belief in our realm through their essence, through their own connection. Each time one does sit in their silence and trust, remove distractions and doubts, silences their ego and the ego's grasp of control. One remembers, one connects, one is aware of the true flow of the energy of their own essence into our realm. Through that connection, my dear, this veil is lifted, if you will, and the unconditional love of our realm provides the healing of yours, in turn raising the vibrational frequency of that one in your realm. Loving the essence of your daughter is accompanied with you as the role of mother, honoring her own individual journey. If an ailment is part of this journey, my dear, trust that it is for her understanding, her own intimate attachment to that ailment, the wisdom, the clarity gained by living within the ailment, in order for her essence to grow and ascend in our realm. Love her unconditionally, as your essence loves hers unconditionally. Do not place unnecessary expectations upon yourself, for you merely agree to join her on the journey, to play the role of mother, but not to interfere with her progress and her growth and her learning. Trust that you do possess the power, my dear, in your realm. By furthering your own connection, enhancing your own portal through that veil into our realm, to bring back into your realm through your physical form the healing of that unconditional love. And bestow that upon your daughter, my dear, to assist with raising her own vibrational frequency. She does not require to be a believer, if you will. By the mere existence, connection to you in your physical realm, with your true commitment to our realm, she in turn receives the healing to lift her to another state of frequency. But trust, my dear, perhaps this ailment continues. But perhaps that is truly a major portion of her journey. As each of you possess difficulty remembering your own essence, so too do each of you possess the same difficulty remembering your purpose and what lessons are meant to learn for your growth. So if it is difficult for you, imagine how impossible it is for you to understand another one's purpose and journey and what is best for their growth. So rather than assume it is your responsibility to guide her, to teach her, to alter her own belief to fit yours, merely love her and honor the privilege bestowed upon you as she asks you to play the role of mother within this physical life. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Rosa has been asking about her son who died this time last year, and she's struggling and would love a reading.
My dear, the mere fact that you utilize the word struggling is an indication, my dear, that perhaps at this time, all words to you may not serve as profoundly as we wish them to. So allow us, my dear, to bring forth the essence of your Son, so you may hear his words directly, in hopes that as you not only hear his words, you truly will feel his essence within your heart. A reminder, my dear one, that his essence is always within your heart, for you are truly connected in love. Hello, Mama. I feel you every day. I hear you speak to me. Look at my photo. Cry for me. Why, Mama? Why is it so difficult still? Everyone tells you I'm in heaven. I'm well. You've heard from me. Messages. And you want to believe. But you don't. You think if you stop hurting, you lose me forever. That's not true. If you stop hurting, you remove the pain from your heart, and I could fill it with my love. Remove the pain, Mama. I don't leave you. I will never leave you. I will always love you. I will always guide you. I will now take care of you as you've always taken care of me. Move the pain. Don't cry every day. Feel my love. Feel it now as I'm pouring it into your heart. Let me remove your pain. Let me surround you with my love. It's always there. It has always been there. You just can't see it through your tears. I'll always love you, Mama. And I hear every word you speak to me. Let go. Let go of the pain. Focus on the love, my dear one. As you are able to feel the power of love, allow that to serve as a reminder to you that you are equally the love you feel, and eternally connected, my dear, through that love. Allow such love to enter this physical life of yours once more, my dear. To be that love once more. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Such beautiful connection. We have Angel saying, what can I do to improve my mental health? I feel so mentally ill.
Remove it, my dear. You possess the ability. If you accept it, you will never remove it. If you view yourself as ill, you will believe you are ill. You are manifesting in your realm this illness. You are limiting yourself, limiting your belief in the power of your essence. You are surrendering to your realm. You have lost hope. You are accepting this as your fate. What you are not doing, my dear, is viewing your predicament as a lesson. Learn from it in order for it to be lifted from you. Honor it. Accept it as a vital piece of information along this journey, which assists your essence with its growth. Believe you are more than what you perceive yourself to be. Do not identify yourself by this illness, my dear. It is merely a part of your learning. You are allowing this belief that you are what you see to deflect your pursuit of connection to your essence. Or you may require, you perceive that you may require others' encouragement in your realm. You turn to them for guidance, for assistance, for help. You do not turn to yourself, for you fear yourself. You think you are unworthy. This belief is the result of how you embrace your illness as you do. So I ask you, my dear, are you truly learning the lesson and allowing it to subside, to move on to something greater, more challenging perhaps, but much more rewarding? Or are you embracing this lesson for fear of what you may learn about yourself? You do not require the assistance of others, my dear, nor their words to uplift you. What is required is for you to reshift your awareness, your focus, your observation, and your belief that this illness is not as powerful as you allow it to be. It is merely one stone along a path. Do not allow it to become a boulder, my dear. For then you have forgotten your essence. You have forgotten your purpose. And you have become victim to the very lesson which is meant to set you free. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. And I just put into that we aren't doctors, and any professional help you need should be sought. Okay, Angel? Jasmine asks, does her grandma have any messages for her?
My dear, the question is, the essence of your grandmother when she was in physical form, did she possess much more acceptance of our realm than you do at this particular time on your journey? There is a common thread between the two of belief in our realm. Blind faith, if you will. True acceptance. Where her faith was unshakable, if you will. And yours perhaps not as consistent as hers. Or perhaps your intellect is allowing you to question, seek proof, and then question more. So a message that you seek is not only derived from her, my dear, but others who share a profound connection with your essence. Is to lessen the proof you seek, the questions you ask, and trust what you feel rather than what you are learning. For doubt, my dear, is just your ego speaking loudly to you, as is your fear. Your restraint. Your disbelief. Do not resist, my dear, what you feel. even if it does not align with the teachings or the words of those near you and their beliefs. For as her essence, while in physical form, did not seek the approval of others, she is asking you to do the same. Focus more on your approval of yourself rather than being accepted of others. Speak your truth, my dear, even if it does not coincide with what others wish to hear. Do not base your journey on how others perceive you. Base it on remaining true to yourself. And honor yourself, my dear. Value yourself more than you do, as she valued you. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. Renee says, am I going through an awakening spirit?
My dear, you already possess the answer, for you asked that question. Trust that it is not the perception of your mind. It is the inner knowing, my dear. What you are experiencing is not an illusion created of your mind. So therefore, there is no need to second guess yourself. Focus on what it is you feel. Understand, my dear, the more you progress through this awakening process, as you mentioned, the more you receive your clarity. Well, the term awakening is quite different from your realm to ours. You perceive it as newfound knowledge, a new outlook, perception, belief, which varies from that which you have learned, that which you have been taught. An awakening process, my dear, from our realm, indicates that you possess the ability to trust what you receive, and therefore what you are receiving is your own knowledge, your own remembrance. It is not new, my dear. It may appear as new thoughts and ideas in your physical form, but it is merely you remembering what you already know. By second guessing, you are not trusting. You are fearing. You are resisting. You are limiting your growth. Trust it is your own essence, allowing you access to your knowledge, to your remembrance, if you will. And treat this awakening as your remembrance, as your coming home, if you will, my dear. The more you trust it, the more you honor it, the more you excel. And trust, my dear, that it is not merely an ascension of our realm, as it is one in yours. Follow the light, my dear. Follow the love in order to receive your remembrance. I thank you, my dear one.
Thank you. And unfortunately, that is time for our questions. But I know you like to finish with a few words of guidance for everybody. So I'll leave that with you.
Much gratitude, my dear. Much has been spoken of trust. Allow us to end this conversation with the true definition of trust from our realm. It is not a learned behavior. There is no complications. There is no doubt. There are no dynamics based on the what ifs, the outcomes. There is no question that if you trust and it does not offer you the outcome you seek, that it was for nothing. Trust, my dear ones, is a matter of remembering. Trust comes with love, with unity. In order for all to be interconnected through each universe, each dimension, each realm, trust is essential. For there is a clear understanding that one is able to trust another, for one is of love, as is the other. A clear understanding that each which is connected is a reflection of the other. To trust in your realm comes with its consequences. For you may trust all in your realm once you trust your essence and powers. But do not trust with expectations. Do not love with expectations. Do not ponder what their reaction will be if you trust and love unconditionally. For it begins with you, my dear ones, your journey, your purpose, your path to be of your essence, to trust and love unconditionally in order to serve as a bright light, if you will, in yours, a beacon of hope from our realm to yours. Trust that through your actions, your purity, your selflessness, your love, you will indeed affect others, and they in turn shall affect more. And that is how this healing, if you will, of your world shall manifest. But it begins with each of you. Trust, my dear ones. The trust as your essence does in our realm. Much honor and gratitude to each of you for joining us, for connecting with us, and for allowing us to feel your love. And much gratitude, my dear, to you always for offering us this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. And while Niko starts to come out of trance, I'll just tell you a few bits of what we're doing. With Christmas being over, and thank you to all of the mediums and all the people who came on Christmas Day. It was a fantastic day, both in the Zoom room and our live readings. We're going back into our usual schedule now, but there are a few little changes and additions to the schedule. So tomorrow we've got 3:30 all UK time. So if you're outside of the UK, you'll need to do your time adjustments. But 3:30 we have Sheila offering readings. 5 o'clock we have Lainey. 6 o'clock we've got healing going on. 7 o'clock we've got Stace, and Stace will be doing 7 o'clock every Monday evening now. That's her new slot. And 9 o'clock we have Larkin. I know we've had a few problems with Larkin in the last couple of weeks or so. She's had problems with her barn and her schedule and stuff, but hopefully things will settle down this week. Okay, so the weekly schedule will be posted hopefully by tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to see who's on all week then. Okay, and I'll put that on our online live psychic readings page, and it will be shared on the online Spiritualist Church Services page as well, for those wanting to know what's happening. Okay, so thank you for joining us. Hi, Niko.
Hi.
Hi. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
Lovely evening. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you to everybody, and have a super week, and look forward to seeing you on the lives that we've got going on every day this week. Thank you very much then. Bye.